At the Olympic Games, we see unbelievable athletic performances every day. Feats of raw power and strength, of precision and strategy, of artistry. No two athletes are the same. But there is one thing that all Olympians are chasing.
The thing that drives me often is this kind of idea that you can continuously be better. You know, you can always log times that are faster.
You're just out there doing your best, trying to achieve the runs you want to do.
New mentality of how do I put myself in the position to win every single race.
Olympic athletes are always chasing their personal best, their fastest time, their highest score, their best results. But as we know, medals are won and lost with the slimmest of margins, just the hundredths of a second. Who keeps track of all that time? I set out to talk to Omega, the official timekeeper of the Olympic Games, to ask about how we keep track of all this time and how the future of timekeeping might change.
My name is Alain Zobrist. I'm the CEO of Omega Timing. Omega is a pioneer and innovates a lot in sports timekeeping. Yeah, it's very difficult to say today where the limits are. I tend to say that they're limitless. So the thing is that as a timekeeper, we're working with the element of time, which on Earth is very accurate. What we will certainly see developing in the future is how time is measured, and also our understanding of what happens through time. So it's more about finding the right thing that really makes a difference for the athletes, and it's more about saying no than than saying yes.
Timekeeping has changed a lot since Omega started keeping track of Olympic time back in 1932, with only 30 stopwatches and one man. Today, at Beijing 2022, there are 300 Omega timekeepers, and they're using 200 tons of equipment. There are 3 new technologies making their debut at the Beijing 2022 Olympics. First up, in the hockey rink.
In ice hockey, where we integrate a clock that counts the time of the game as well as the penalties. It's mounted actually in the plexiglass, totally transparent, so it would not disturb the TV image and it would not disturb spectators watching the game. And it's a great added value for the players because they could watch this clock and penalty times at any time during the game without looking at the cube.
There's also a new technology in speed skating, which is going to help judges on the start line.
Speed skating. In speed skating, we have introduced a new false start system. So far, judges were judging false start with their naked eye, and there was no technology help for them. And now, with cameras, computer vision cameras installed to capture the start, with an artificial intelligence algorithm, we can capture every movement of athletes prior, during, and right after they start. So we can provide these images to judges, so in case of false start, they can have a backup system, a technology that they can visualize and have a look if there was indeed a false start or not, and it helps them to make the right call. So obviously a great tool to make the competition even fairer for the athletes.
In figure skating, there's a really exciting new technology that helps not just athletes and judges, but viewers at home too.
We have introduced this new technology, computer vision cameras, 6 of them installed around the ice rink, with also artificial intelligence in order to capture the entire performance of the skaters. So it will allow us to understand their trajectories during their performance, the heat maps, where they spend most time, which means where they spin, and it allows us to understand also how they jump and how they perform these jumps, meaning how high they jump, how long their jump is, and how their speed is during this jump. And this is a great new information for spectators and also for athletes and coaches. It allows them to analyze their performance into more details. They understand where they eventually could improve in the future. eventually helps them also to train, and for spectator it gives additional information for them to enjoy these great performances.
But even with all the technological advances in the last 90 years, for Omega, timekeeping remains a primarily human affair.
When you deploy technology, it is always and still operated by humans. So it's the combination of technology and the human that makes our magic as official timekeeper.
For Post Media in Beijing, I'm Nicole Feriancek.